Hello and welcome to another installment of the Ichabod Review. So today we're looking at the San Diego Comic-Con 2012 exclusive SH Monsterarts Godzilla. They called him Comic-Con Explosion Godzilla. They've based this color scheme off of some of the theater exclusives they have done in the past for the vinyl Godzillas, where they've kind of painted him all orange, look like he's exploding. I think the first one was done for the '95 Destroyer movie. This is more, Comic-Con Explosion done for the convention. I think it's a great idea for convention exclusive, simply because you don't really need it to complete your line. You need it if you want to be a line completionist, but in order to have every unique monster or whatever that's shown up in the movies, you don't need this one. This is just kind of a neat, fun exclusive to do. Originally retailed for like $55 at the convention, and I want to say $65 afterwards. It could have been $45 at the convention and $55 afterwards. Forget the exact pricing, but he was a San Diego convention exclusive, and then Amazon also carries all of Tamashi's convention exclusives on their web store. So Amazon had them during the Christmas time sale for like $25 or $30, something like that. It was a pretty awesome sale, and kind of what pushed me over the edge in finally getting him. I'd seen him in person once or twice, but never really paid him much mind. But I figured, since I want to go full completionist on the Godzilla Monsterarts line, it was kind of one of the ones that I was putting off getting until way later or something, maybe finding it for a bit cheaper. So the sale price, I think, is the best price to pay for him, in my opinion. He's based off the original Godzilla mold, which was the first monster art to even be released. The posability on it wasn't that great. I was more excited to have an actual posable Godzilla toy versus a just another vinyl or another model kit or something like that, as being a huge Godzilla fan, something I could kind of pose. Was something I wanted, and they've since improved the Monsterarts line with that kind of every iteration. So he's not the best in the current design technology they have for Godzilla figures. I don't have it in hand, but the Godzilla vs. Destroyer Burning Godzilla is it looks to be much more articulated. So this guy has got pretty good, can wave. Hello, I'm CheetoZilla, as I call him CheetoZilla. A bunch of people online kind of took to CheetoZilla because he's all orange and red and stuff. But his shoulder articulation's pretty good. His elbow, he has like a bicep. His elbow is only basically a 90-degree. You get some plastic rubbing on each other, kind of that squeaky noise. He's got a good wrist. Sort of show. And he can bend pretty decently. His waist swivel here is pretty useless because the spines in the back move, and just sort of all the molding of the suit sort of gets in the way. And then his hips are pretty useless, and that then in turn makes the knees, he can look like he's walking, essentially. The knees are pretty useless. The ankles don't even have too much of a good posability there. They have a little bit of a tilt, but it's nothing to freak out about, get excited over. His head has pretty decent, it's on a good ball joint, and it's got good clearance, so you can get a lot of, pretty decent poses. And his jaw is, of course, articulated. Now, the thing I think is kind of really neat with him is his eyes. They basically just gave him solid orange eyes, which kind of give him almost like a demonic look. And then his tongue, they painted this translucent red, because all the plastic on him is translucent. So he's got, you can kind of see he's not just solid orange. Same with like the fingers and toes, and the spines, they did like a yellow, and this is, it's actually pretty translucent there. And his tail's awesome. It's one of the things like the Godzilla Monsterarts line has sort of always had, is big posable tails. You can even get like a good, about to smack down onto the ground mid-walk tail pose there. He's more of a shelf piece than a super posable toy. I mean, you can put him in some dynamic poses, sort of. I guess dynamic isn't the word. He's not stuck to just be standing there like the vinyl toys. And he doesn't have just sort of the swivel cut articulation the vinyl toys tend to have. So there's merit to the mold. It's also the first release is sort of the only like true Godzilla we've gotten. Burning Godzilla has the translucent red parts all over him, and then this one, CheetoZilla here, is obviously all translucent. He can get into the swimming pose you don't pop the ball joint off pretty well. That they sort of advertised with the original. Kind of make him look like he's swimming or laying down or dead. Yeah, he's not the most poseable figure, but you can get him into some decent expressive poses. This one didn't come with any accessories. The original release came with the blue fire breath or atomic ray and a little stand to put it on. This one didn't come with any of that. You can obviously use them with him. My original Godzilla's in storage. And then Rodan came with a big spiral ray for him that's molded in the same color plastic. So it actually looks like he's vomiting up just this gulp, like huge mass of orange, which I'll show off when I do my Fire Rodan review. Got to save something for that little guy. He's not the shortest monster, but all of the other monsters tend to be a bit taller than him. Put him in a good, come at me, bro pose. There you go. Come at me, bro. Godzilla's ready to take on all the monsters. Or he's kind of looking like, why? Why am I not as articulated as I need to be? Yeah, he's not for everybody. If you're a line completionist, you probably already own him. But I just figured I wanted to, since my actual Godzilla is in storage and I don't know when I'm going to get to it, and I wanted to talk about at least this version of the mold. This was the one that was going to get talked about. It just happens to be the Comic-Con exclusive version. Give a shot of his back and show off his spines. The light, it's actually really weird. The light does not capture the different levels of translucent plastic and reds and stuff they used, and also sort of kind of see it in there. All the joints, I'll pop off that head to show. All of the joints are this solid orange piece. So when you have them all together and the light kind of hits them right, you can almost see like this burning orange skeleton inside them, which is kind of a neat feature. But it's really hard to capture on camera, at least with my sort of crappy standard def, no function zoom or anything on there. But I like him. I dig him. As a Godzilla fan, I definitely dig the price I paid for him. But if you have to get a Godzilla, I suggest waiting for the Burning Godzilla, because that's going to be the most poseable. Or if you don't care about posability, grab the one that came out first, just because it's the one that we got that's the most iconic looking Godzilla we've got. And this is sort of just a sort of neat in between. And when I have all three, I'm gonna show the lifespan of Godzilla, which is regular, and then burning, and then I have the Comic-Con one over here as exploding, and then maybe a little pile of bones on the other side. A little dark humor. But yeah, he's neat. He's not great, he's not perfect, but he was also the first, based off the first mold of the first super articulated Godzilla we got, which kind of holds a special place in my heart. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys all soon.